Okay, so what I've done is I've loosened up the panel. You can use a trim tool for that. Try to save those connectors. Then you gently pull it forward and up. Okay? Don't drop it because you have a number of things to feed through. You have the connector here for the courtesy light. Plus you have the window switch, which actually should probably take off before you go further. Put that safely aside because they're hard to find. Push that through. Then you gently push the button mechanism down. And out of the way. And on the back, the actual mechanism for the inner handle is a cable. And the cable is fed through a collar and a sleeve. So I'll show you that in a second, okay? So here, this is the cable, you see? And what happens is you have to feed it through here to hold it in place, and then put the 90-degree angle through here, and then snap this in place to keep it from moving around. If you don't put it through here when you're assembling it, you won't have any tension, and the inner door handle will not work, all right? Second thing to consider when you're reassembling is you have to make sure, I'm just going to take off the soundproofing, such as it is. Don't lose this stuff, okay? You have to make sure that the mechanism is properly aligned, and I'll show you that in a moment, okay? Now, when you want to go further, you have 3 10mm bolts to remove here. This is for the actual lock assembly. There's one up here for the bottom of the assembly bracket. Do not touch that one. That is for your window guide, okay? And this is just a drain hole and a spray hole for the rust proofing. You also have a 10mm here. It's a very narrow, shallow head, sorry. And that holds a plastic bracket which snaps into this hole here. And then you have this little nylon tab which keeps the rod in place. You push that through with needle nose pliers. And then as you go along, you have a 10mm here, which holds the front part of the lock assembly, or the, what do you want to call it? Thingy in place, okay? And that has to be oriented a certain way. We'll show you that in a moment. So I'm going to take these off and get right back to you. Oh, wear plastic or nylon gloves because it gets really mucky in there, and you can be spreading a lot of the gunk onto your upholstery, onto your mechanisms, so it's better that you keep your hands clean, okay?